So we have Paul Epstein here, who is part of the whole organization. This is you and your brothers.
Co-founders, I guess you could say. Co-founders back in 2005 of the foundation to be named later. Hot Stove Cool Music predates us.
And you're like womb mates. You're twins. I always call you have that connection with one another.
Womb mates?
Womb mates, yeah.
I like that. Yeah, we were in there together. I came out first.
So let me ask a question about that. Do you guys telekinetically connect?
I have one story about twin telepathy.
Yep.
We were a couple years out of college, living alone in apartments in Boston. Me in Boston, him in San Diego. And we're talking on the phone like we did every day back then. And I said, "What'd you do today?" He said, "I bought an iron." And turns out we had both purchased an iron, the same exact model, on the same day, same time. The shocking part is that we bought an iron anyway, but
That's a fun. I bet you that's the only twin iron story in the history of humankind.
yeah, I think so.
So he's not here tonight, so...
He is.
Oh, he is? Okay.
He's here, yeah.
So you guys are, a lot goes into this, and 20 years we're at, right?
Yeah, we're at 15 years because the hot stove was 2000, yeah. But yeah, a lot goes into it, and with him moving to Chicago 7 or 8 years ago, I always am honest. I said, when he moved and went from the Red Sox to the Cubs, I honestly thought that was the end of the foundation. I wasn't sure how we could keep it going with him not even in Boston anymore. Well, it's a real credit to at least the Jimmy who directs the foundation. Not only did we keep it going in Boston, we added a second city in Chicago. I guess that's the name of Chicago, Second City. So in this case, it works. And we actually raise more money now in Boston than we did when Theo lived here. So maybe getting rid of Theo was the best thing that ever happened to the foundation.
They did it at the Red Sox, and he comes back and he proves why they shouldn't have to begin with.
But let's remember the Red Sox did win 2 more after he left. So you can win with Theo, you can win without Theo.
But when you broke the curse, that's magic.
That was
Wizardry. That's something twins can do.
And
Magic.
2004, I don't think anything can top it. 2016 with the Cubs was great. And I was especially happy because when Theo got the job in Boston, I think it was 2002, I immediately said, we can do something for charity. We can capitalize on your newfound fame. And he said, I remember this vividly, he said, pump the brakes, chill out, let me win a World Series first. He did it, and right after 2004, I said, let's go, time to roll in the charity, and that's when we kicked off the foundation.
It's so cool, and you guys have been such a huge part of a city that requires people to step up and be part. I mean, this is a very community-oriented place where people come together. I mean, the Boston Strong stuff, and we're just it's a community more than a city.
There's so many nonprofits. I think it might be the richest landscape of youth-serving nonprofits, maybe in the country. What I'd like to say too is that I think it's important for people like Theo who are in leadership roles in sports organizations, sort of front office types, ownership. I think it's important for them to do some charitable endeavors on their own, not just under the umbrella of the club, because in a way they are role models for the players that they sign and draft and trade for. If the general manager or team president is out there raising money for good causes, they should be too. It's a good role modeling.
Yeah, it's a great. I mean, it's really been a shift in the last bunch of years, and going back to 04. I don't know if I could physically talk to Bernie Williams, prior to that. It was so, it was Boston and New York. Right. Now we've chilled out.
Yeah, Bernie said it best at our panel earlier today. He said, this is one of the few times that a Yankee in Boston is welcomed with open arms. Yeah,
I think that everyone loves loves that it's a lovable hatred. We love to hate the Yankee fans, and it's just been. I mean, the Red Sox have meant so much to this area, this organization. How are Theo's musical skills? Do you play any music too?
I don't play music, but I'll be happy to answer your question about my brother's ability.
Yeah.
Let's just say that one of these years, it hasn't happened yet, it won't be this year, one of these years we're going to actually plug in his guitar.
I mean, that's the cool thing, though, that you can actually get up there and not have it plugged in and hang out with these musicians.
Yeah. Well, if we asked Bill Janovitz or Kay Hanley to take batting practice at Fenway, the results wouldn't be pretty either. So
I'd like to see Peter Gammons and Theo Epstein in a guitar like Charlie Daniels fiddle contest or something. That would be kind of cool.
Peter has actually got real skills on the guitar. He's a songwriter. He's a lyricist. He's great.
Well, thank you so much for the whole everything today at the base and all that you guys, what you do. It just makes this place a better place to live, and I really appreciate it. Paul Epstein, everybody.
So conversational.
Hey, no problem. It was a lot of fun.